It's your boy Walking Mondu, and no, I'm not at Wrenchtrench Garage, but this is the channel Wrenchtrench Garage. And as you can see behind me, this isn't my house. This is my mom's house. Because why? I am in sunny Florida visiting family, and I got my backpack on. I got some stuff together because I am getting ready to go put in some work at this gym. I mean, look at that. Hold on. Look at that. There are palm trees. There's palm trees because I'm in Florida, and it's great, and it's sunny, and it's warm, and it's lovely. I am loving this. And the neighborhood is actually a really, really quiet neighborhood. Actually, this neighborhood I spent most of my my mid to late teens in. So this is basically where I this is basically where I grew up. So that's that. So guys, before I head off, what I want to show you is this is my brother's Crown Vic, and it's pretty rough. Because I have a wrecked Mercury Marauder. So what I actually wanted to do, since it's based on this platform, is use this vehicle. The body of I wanted to use what I could of this vehicle, since the other one is like really wrecked. I want to use this vehicle and make a Marauder clone. Now the engine for the Marauder is already sold, so that's not available. But what I do have is a small turbo that came out of my Supra that I could go ahead and attach to this motor right here to make it crazy horsepower and look like a Marauder but act like a freaking race car. That was actually my plan. Now I don't know if that's still going to come to fruition because I still have so much stuff I have to do at the shop to get to it. But if this works, if I can get things worked out before they decide to actually get rid of this vehicle, we might have a plan on our hands. So we'll see. That's coming later. Time to get out of here. Oh, by the way, this is my rental. Later. Right now we're going to be filming on the Canon. What you saw earlier was on my cell phone just to get the day started, so you can see kind of how my vacation is going. Even though it's a vacation, there is some work to be done, and I am very happy to do it, because if you're not happy to do stuff for your family, there's something seriously wrong with you, man. You have issues. So this is my brother, this is Craig. So we are here to we're gonna go ahead and do a quick diagnosis of my mom's car. She got this bill right here from the Toyota dealership.
All right. Perfectly worded.
So what they're trying to charge her right here is $130 for a brake flush, front right and rear right brakes, $440. So that is a grand total of $570. We can't have that. So let me show you exactly what I've started doing. I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I kind of got to make this quick. Florida has like the worst bug issues, and it's horrible. So what you're seeing here is a quick emergency tool haul that I got that I got from Harbor Freight. So the explanation for this is that when I ended up going to Harbor Freight, I ended up getting the tools that I felt were the best tools that I like to use for doing brake jobs. Now, yeah, it came out a little bit pricey, and maybe I could have gotten away with just doing a simple, I don't know, maybe a simple tool kit with just ratchets and things like that. But I ended up just getting the stuff that I actually like to use when I... Jesus, good Lord! I'm not going to do this tonight because the mosquitoes are ruthless out here. They're ruthless. And they will sting your fingers. They don't care. So let me make this quick. Basically, I ended up doing a quick Harbor Freight tool haul, $216, and I'm gonna go through all the stuff I picked up in the morning when there's no mosquitoes, and I'm going to also, but tonight I'm gonna go ahead and diagnose the vehicle, and that way we can see exactly what's wrong. What we're hearing is some shuddering in the front, which to me sounds more like a rotor rather than just those brakes. So we're gonna see. We're gonna take it for a test drive, and we're gonna pull the wheels off and take a look at it. That won't be taking the wheels off tonight, but what we will be doing is just kind of test driving it and see how it drives. So that's next. Hey, what's up everybody? It's your boy Walking Mandu. We are back the next morning, and we're gonna go ahead and finish off what we started yesterday. We ended up diagnosing my mother's car while we were driving it. Yes, there was a significant shake in the front whenever you applied the brakes, and with my experience with my Toyota, the problem that ended up being was, sorry about the noise, that's neighbors taking out trash. But anyway, what we ended up having was some significant shake in the front of the vehicle, and basically that chalks up to maybe some warped rotors. I'm going to do some other testing just to make sure that's what it is, but from my experience, that's what it ended up being for me, is a warped rotor. So we're going to go ahead and change the rotors on the front, and then go ahead and change the pads on the back. Change the pads all the way around. That looks like the most likely scenario, but actually we're going to do some testing first just to make sure. But before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and go through all of the stuff that I ended up getting from Harbor Freight in order to make this brake job happen. Now, I'm at my mother's house, so my mom has zero tools here. My brother doesn't stay here anymore, so there are zero tools here, and it's really hard to get a hold of somebody with the proper tools to make this happen. So I actually had to go to the store and make like a little emergency brake kit. So this is what I ended up getting. Alright guys, so to start off my brake kit setup, the first thing I ended up getting was, of course, some brake cleaner, some WD-40. The flashlight is what I brought with me. A 21mm socket that is a impact socket, so that can take the lug nuts off. We have a set of jack stands, a pry bar, yes, my favorite thing, the Hardy gloves, set of ratcheting wrenches. I use these religiously, especially when it comes to brake jobs. They fit right where they need to fit. I can get a good amount of grip and torque on them, and they are pretty much indestructible. They work really well. I also got a set of screwdrivers for just in case. I also have a 2-ton jack that I got, but it's like 30 bucks from Harbor Freight. I don't like using the regular jacks that are inside the car. They suck, so I ended up just splurging and getting that. I actually really wanted to get a floor jack, but I don't know where my mom would keep it, so there we go. We're moving on to a set of wheel chocks, and we also have a magnetic tray. I got a set of short and deep sockets. I also got my favorite 3/8 inch, these are 3/8 drive, by the way. I have a 3/8 drive ratchet, and I also have a half drive extendable ratchet, so I can take the lug nuts off, and if I need it for anything else, it extends down and I can actually start taking other stuff off if possible. I probably should have gotten a set of adapters, but we'll see how this goes. I still need to go to AutoZone to get the pads and stuff, and if I need anything while I'm there after I start taking this stuff apart, I'll get it from there, and then I'll go ahead and add it to this. But for now, this is what I have. A set of hammers just in case the rotors are stuck. So far that's what I'm going to be using, and I'm going to line the car up inside the shop right now, and I'll be getting down to business. So sit back. Alright guys, as you can tell by the GoPro footage, I have all the wheels off. I went ahead and did a preliminary inspection, just making sure that the ball joints didn't have any rips in the boots or anything like that. Checked all the boots. Everything actually looks nice and clean under there. It looks great. So I'm not worried about any suspension problems. It doesn't appear to be any there. But the wheels are off. It seems like it's just a case of warped rotor. So I'm gonna go to the store, I'm gonna grab some rotors, some pads, and then just some pads for the back just to make sure that's all good too. So if you're just going to do a full brake job, you shouldn't have to worry about this for a bunch of years. So there we go. So I'll see you when I get back from the store. Alright guys, so I'm back from the store. I ended up getting a brake pad spreader, or you know, this is the thing that pushes the piston back in the caliper. Had to grab one of those because, like I said, there's no tools at my mom's house. So we got front pads, back pads, and then we got a set of rotors. I've never had any really good luck turning a warped rotor. You just gotta get new rotors. So basically I got rotors for the front, pads for the front, and pads for the back. And let's go ahead and get started. Make sure our brake is nice and set. It holds. Okay, good stuff. So far so good. Taking on the highway, see if we get any shutter. Alright, we're gonna do a few panic stops just to make sure, because that's where it counts, is the panic. Not this little slow down stuff right here. You gotta really get a good panic stop to make sure, because that's how people stop. And there's a quick stop. There you go. And did you hear the anti-lock start activating? That's that brrr that you feel when you go all the way to the ground. That's the anti-lock keeping the wheels from locking up and skidding. So that way you get a better stop. Beautiful.
Get on that 95, baby. 95 south. And the acceleration is on.
Now look at the steering wheel. Nothing.
Good. Damn good.
That's how I knew it was the front, because when the steering wheel moves, everything's at the front of the vehicle. The engine, your steering. So when it shutters all the way to the steering wheel, you know it's in the front. Looks like we're good.
No more of the nightmare shakes.
No more death rattle. Pads, and I just got regular Duralast rotors. They tend to be just fine. The only difference between the gold and the regular Duralast rotors are the gold are ceramic coated. That's the only difference.
Well, what's better about that? Ceramic coating or what?
The only thing that's good about the ceramic coating is that the center part where the rotor fits on the hub, where the studs come out and you put your lug nuts on that spot, that doesn't rust up because there's a coating on there that keeps it from rusting.
Right.
That's the only real difference. Other than that, they're made pretty much exactly the same. And then when you have the ceramic coated ones too, your first couple of drives you're gonna smell like a burning smell. That's that coating getting burnt off from the pads.
Should you be alarmed by that, or?
Nah, you should never. You're just gonna smell it. You're just gonna have that coating is gonna get hot, and it's gonna, and it's just gonna fry off, and you're gonna smell it. I don't really care for the smell of it.
Right, that's what might alarm a lot.
Yeah, I mean it's normal, but it's not something I really care for. So teeth on the extendable half-inch drive ratchet.
First filming debut. We gotta work on it. Got a lot to work on.
Yeah, the Wrenchtrench budget has gone up, so we hired a cameraman.
Not much of a cameraman, but I mean, I need some work. My first debut.
Well, I didn't say the budget went up that high either. But we get what we get. And we're grateful for it. It's awesome. Alright guys, well, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video right here. And you know, it's only a couple hours before I gotta head on back up north. And just want to say to everybody who watches my channel, anybody who is affiliated with me down south here in Florida, you're not friends to me, you're family to me. And I love you guys. Love you guys a lot. Leaving is always a bittersweet thing, but I will be back. But for those of you who are tuning into the channel, tomorrow I'm going to be starting my Mustang Hell Week, and I'll be doing some live streaming. The goal is to live stream 1 hour every day on a part that I'm doing with the Mustang. The Hell Week for me on the Mustang is I'm going to be dedicating at least 12 hours every single day for the rest of the remainder of my vacation week, right up until I go to work, getting the Mustang finished or getting as far as I can with it. So you guys stay tuned for that. I will be posting on Instagram, and I may even be doing a few Snapchats in there. If you want to know my Snapchat, I'll leave the link in the description below. It's just Wrenchtrench. So if you watch the show, you know it's Wrenchtrench. But thanks a lot, guys. Thank you for watching. I greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And don't forget, keep wrenching. Wrenchtrench out. Peace.